We've been running this banter since way back in school, where the dorm room debates turn to cool in the rules. Talking loud about the world like we're changing the game, but it's just us two, yeah. Two sides of the same. Pull up a chair for the truth, let it spin. Two regular guys with the world to dive in. We don't need to agree, just let the talk flow. The vibes and the rhythm, the rest we let go. When the convo's done and the bottle runs dry, we'll toast to the clash, to the lows and the highs. Two voices, one friendship, no need to compare. So come as you are and pull up a chair.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm Just Hurl. You ever been elsewhere and overheard two people having crazy conversations?
Yeah, well, we are those people. We've been having these conversations since college.
Yep, it's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts podcast, Ready to Love, Season 11, Detroit, Michigan. Recap of episode 7. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate, and leave a review.
Let's debate about not debating, or debate about debating, or debate about not debating, debating. This is wild, man. We're 7 episodes in, and it's been an interesting ride so far. We've already had a couple people go home. How you feeling?
I mean, same that I've been feeling. I still think caliber of the cast is better than what I've seen in a while. But as we're starting to dwindle it down to 6 and 6, it's just very interesting.
Yeah.
Some of the things that are starting to come out, some of the challenges Tommy's putting them through.
Yeah, which is always the fun part, right? Shout out to our YouTube channel member, Karen Newman, saying, hey, guys, MWA, Merry Christmas, guys. See, one of us is in the Christmas spirit. I'm not going to say who. I'm just going to say one of us brings tidings of good cheer. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. You don't see my lights on my plant? No?
Oh, I thought that's... No. Wait, hold up. Did it just blink? No, wait.
Yeah, maybe I got to turn it on.
I think we just missed it. You're nuts, man. YouTube channel member Pink Butterfly. Merry Christmas, Grinch and Saints. Those are 2 greetings just for you, Terrell.
No, she was talking to you. You're the Grinch.
I'm wearing a picture of you on my Christmas sweater.
No, she called you the Grinch, and I'm the Saints. I know what she said.
Yeah, but you're the Grinch. There's not one light in your house.
Don't water down her message. She was spot
on. Some to be's like, hey, just watched this episode 5 seconds ago. Didn't even know you were doing a review. Come on now, we have a standing date. Some to be. What's going on? You cheating on us already?
Yeah.
Do we need to have a conversation? Tasha, I agree with you. Says, can't believe Christmas is this week. It came fast. My bad. It came up fast. That read completely different.
Telling on yourself.
Happens to the best of us. But look, if not, you haven't had any good stuff. I'm just saying. This year has flown by, and I try to warn my team, man. I'm like, look, get ahead of this stuff because it's going to run up on you. I promise you. Get ahead of it now. This is months ago. Get ahead of it now because I don't want to hear about this. And sure enough, where we at? Right there. Come on, Tasha. Best 3 seconds of her life? At least 5. Elson's asking about the holiday decor. That's his right there, Saints. He's going with the Saints, and I know you think that's his football team, and that's what he's actually repping. But he's repping the Saints of the holidays.
Okay, you can say that, but no, that's incorrect.
Trying to help you out here, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Look at it. So I like this too, because what are you doing for Christmas? Because something to be said, she was hosting this weekend, celebrated Christmas early, hosting family this weekend, celebrated Christmas early. Ran out to get some quiet time. It's all based on when everybody grows up and starts moving away, right? I mean, and think about it. You're one place, your brother's another, your mom's another. how do y'all do Christmas? Do you all right? This year we're going here. This year we're going here. What are you doing?
Normally we go to San Antonio. My mom's normally hosted. I've hosted Thanksgiving. I don't host Christmas. My brother hasn't, but he's in the UK, and my parents be in San Antonio. I'm gonna stay in Austin. I got some friends I'm gonna do some things with. So made some plans with them. So we're all gonna be at separate places this year.
Nice. You know, I remember it was the year that we were all, and it was the last year that was just my mom, my two brothers, my sister, and I. And she's like, "This is the last year that will just be the four of us." Well, five of us. My bad. Jeez, I can't even count. Last year just be just us for a Christmas celebration, and it really was. I mean, it's because you got the significant others, the spouses, all this other stuff. So, and the kids.
Yeah.
So there's that too. One last thing before we get into this week's episode. So Rita just wanted to let you know that just remember to put a wreath on my door. I've surpassed Terrell because there's definitely not a wreath on his door.
No, there's not.
You know the bad thing about the wreath on the door? I got to put a new nail on the front door. A better way to hang it because right now it's between that and the screen door, and because I don't use the front door except to pick up packages, when I open it, you know what happens? Everything comes
Falls off.
All right, I'll just take that long walk around the front. Let me just go pick the stuff up. How about that? Oh, man. All right, let's get to it, man, because episode 7 had quite a bit going on. When they talk about meeting exes, because that's what Tommy met with the guys, and, I mean, some came in dressed for the occasion. Everybody had a lot to say. What did you think about, I got to ask you, what did you think of Bello's outfit?
It was loud. I mean, it's just very extra. And maybe it's because I don't dress that way. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. It's just nothing I would wear. But it was very loud. Like if he was emceeing an event, I could see wearing that outfit. But to be in the lounge with the guys, and you got to go all, I get it, you're doing it for the camera, but it was a bit much.
Well, you've already answered Elsa's question. Would you wear it? Now,
No.
I'm not a peach-colored person, so I'm not wearing, and I mean that, and I'm not going to wear a lot of peach before somebody takes that the wrong way. But I don't. If you think of dashikis or even outfits, a lot of African garb, they're colors.
Yeah.
That's nothing new. Vibrant colors. That's not new. I've worn a lot of stuff like that, just not in that shade. But to his credit, and he'd have the coat, the matching sports jacket to go with it. Cool, I like it. However, if Darius walked in with that, I'd have been like, okay, that's par for the course.
Well, no, there's no fur on it. There's no fur on it. So
if it had a lion's mane, it would have been.
yeah, if it had like a lion's mane, I pictured Darius wearing that Lions deal from Coming to America. Like I could see him having that whole outfit on as something he wears on a Tuesday.
King Jaffe Jaffer.
Yeah.
So Pink Butterfly asked, what if it's in another color? Would you wear that in another color? If it was, damn, seriously?
No, it's just not my style. I wouldn't wear
Is it the pineapples? Is that what got you?
No, well, were they upside down pineapples? Or were they regular pineapples? I think that's a separate conversation, but
Tommy tells the guys it's time for them to meet the exes. And I know you seem to have had an issue with this this part of the process before. But I'm trying to remember. Was it because the ones we had reviewed before, because we had skipped an episode, it was always the men going to meet the women's exes. And now we're finding, because we're doing back-to-back, we get to see the women going to meet the guys' exes. Do you have an issue with this or no?
One issue I have is that it's not reciprocated. So one season, you got to meet the men's exes. The next season, you got to meet the ladies' exes. To me, it should be done in the same season. But then also, I just don't think it's good to have, like, I don't have an ex that I would say, hey, I'm on this dating show and I got 3 ladies I really like. Would you come meet them and give me your opinion? I don't have anybody I could ever do that with because I just feel like it's just awkward. Just even if y'all broke up on good terms,
Not
and it
one?
was 10 years ago, I can't think of one person that I'd want their opinion because it doesn't matter. Like I'm not like that close to any exes that they're like my best friend and their opinion would really matter. They're not going to be invited to the wedding. You know,
What
so
about for fireworks?
for fireworks, for drama, for TV, yeah, I guess I get it. I'm just
You
trying
got
to
quite a few
insert
for that, though. Huh?
I'm trying to insert myself into the situation. And I'm like, there's not one ex that I'd want to say, hey, come meet these three people and tell me your opinion, because it really matters to me. Because if I dated you 10 years ago, I was a different person 10 years ago. Terrell 10
Right.
years ago was an asshole. So that ex probably doesn't like me. I get it. And she's right for not liking me.
Now, what they should do, and I don't know if they don't already do this, but give us your best ex and your worst ex. And then you don't know who showed up. Now, that would be fun.
No.
A lot of people saying exes even have exes numbers. Exes are removed from the contacts. A lot of people agreeing with you in that sense, right? But this is part of the show, and the one person that's nervous about this is Vince. He does not seem comfortable with this concept at all, so this should be interesting when we get to him, right? But first up, we do see Cardi, and his ex is apparently from the Apple TV show Foundation. You know, when you had dawn, day, and dusk. And if you've never seen this show, because her name is Day, and it just reminded me of that when I saw it. His first love, and at first I'm like, great energy, this seems great, and then his current interest showed up, and that went out the window quickly. Or am I just seeing things wrong?
No, you're not saying things wrong at all, because I think you can learn a lot about a person by who they dated previously. And so when she comes in, I'm like, that's your first love? You know, and I'm not knocking her looks wise. I'm just saying in general. And then her whole energy from the time she sat down, to me, it was just kind of a little bit of attitude and being I think she was going for her 15 minutes of fame. And I don't know if she's going to try to get some IG followers from this, but nothing about her seemed like she was genuinely there to try to find who was the right pick for Cardi.
I was questioning that later on in this. And now that you say that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she was trying to get her 15. Right? Maybe, because it does come up. Okay, I will say this. I wasn't mad when it first started, right? Because Dominique shows up, right? And first of all, she sees Dominique is like, oh, you look great. You're gorgeous. Nothing bad to say. But then has to go the other route of, hey, so are you high maintenance? Which I love Dominique's answer here. You tell me if you did too, because I like what she said when she's like, anything I require, I can do for myself.
Yes, I like that, because Dominique does not come across like the type that's going to text 3 different people asking for $300.
You're never going to let that go.
No, I'll always bring that up. Even if we get a chance to interview her, I'm going to bring it up.
Of course, that's what we do.
Yeah, 100%. Going to bring that up.
Okay,
but so she doesn't seem like that type, and that she can take care of herself, which I respect that.
Because there is a difference between saying a man needs to make money to date me, like Ashley said, or show me you like me by spending money on me, like Ina said. And I think that Ina and Ashley could learn a lot from Dominic in this sense, because like I know women like this who are like only date men who make a certain amount because they treat themselves this way. Like one particular person goes to Nobu at least twice a month. Well, Nobu ain't no cheap date. So if you can't take her but once a quarter, once a year, don't even think about it.
Or what if you can afford to take her once a quarter, but you can actually cook her some really nice meals early parts of the quarter. So then it's not always about, money and going out, spending money on people.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Acts of service.
Yeah. But to some people, it's not. Acts of service doesn't mean jack. So
true.
There's that. Now, one of the things that did come up, though, was when Day said, well, Cardi makes good money. I didn't like the fact that she kind of threw that out there.
Really?
I mean, why are you putting that man's financial business out there?
She didn't put the dollar amount. She said he makes good money, which, and again, good money could mean different things to some people. Good money could be $80,000 a year. Good money could be $200,000 a year. Who knows? But she just said good money. So I don't think that was bad.
Okay. I can see that. MWA says, how does she even know? But they used to date.
They dated.
Yeah. Remember, he did say she was his first love.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
there's
she saw
that.
some
So
pay stubs, some direct deposits.
I did notice that Dominic never asked, what does that mean, right? Shannon showed up next, and of course, you knew that Day was gonna like her. There's nothing she could have found to hate on Shannon for, was there?
No, not at all. Unless she was like a Delta or something and didn't like the pink and green sweater that
Right.
Shannon had on. Other than that, no, couldn't hate on her.
Meanwhile, the Deltas are in the chat like, nope, we're not claiming. And Sigma Gamma Rose are like, don't you even think about it.
Yeah.
Now, we finally got the proper pronunciation, Ashante.
Yeah.
And she showed up, Ashante, not Ashanti. And I have the question. And I know you said it was the 15 minutes, but do you think liquor played a part in the way Day started off with Ashante from the beginning? Because she came at her from the second she sat down and said her name.
I don't think it was liquor because she wasn't there that long unless she did a lot of pre-drinking before the event. I don't think it's liquor. I think it's, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but out of the three ladies there, from a look standpoint, Day is like a 4, number
5,
4.
because the waitress was there too.
Okay, Day's like, so I think she can tell like, wow, all these women are more beautiful than I am. How can I try to take them down a peg? And I think what her motive was, because to me, she had no reason to come at them, come at Ashante the way she did.
Right.
That was just totally uncalled for. There's no reason for it.
Like, okay. The name thing, and she's like, okay, you fancy. But then do you at least agree with the way Ashante said, hey, that's my dog? Was that kind of out of line?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. If someone's like, that's my dog, like no girl's ever been like, I can't wait to go home and have sex with my dog. It's just,
Well, it depends. What style are you doing?
well, just saying. Like, to me, that doesn't feel romantic. It doesn't feel, it gives homie vibes. It gives friend vibes. And I don't want someone I'm dating to consider me as her dog. So I get her point, but where she took that conversation after that, I think is where she went left and it was really unnecessary. And kudos to Ashante for how she handled it as best as she could, especially when she was trying to say sexual innuendo is common, it's normal. And Ashante says, yeah, well, so is using a bathroom and having your period, but we don't got to talk about it. And I'm like, yes, agreed.
Assumpta says, I think Ashante triggered something in Day, reminds her of someone. And GC Chair says, I think Day was right in questioning the my dog comment, but it was too much afterwards, which is literally what you're saying in that sense, because it's like over the top, right? And here's where I really had the problem is when it got to, is he your dog or your lover? If they were lovers, do you really think she's going to say that in front of the other women okay, if she really wanted to mess up everybody's game, she could. But why would you do that? Admit that in front of everybody else if that was the case? And they just met. Not everybody does. All right, let me stop because I don't know.
Yeah, it was a mess. But the person that I have the most issue with in this whole situation is Cardi. It's like, dude, speak
Answering
up.
the question before
something.
it's even asked from D. Michelle. Look at this.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, speak up and say something, man. It's like, why are you letting this conversation go on? You should have interjected quickly and shut that down. Because now it makes me wonder, okay, what are you going to be like if you were with or Shannon or Ashante and y'all are out somewhere and someone is saying something that sounds crazy? Are you just going to sit there and just let it go? It's like, dude, step up. Karen
agrees with you. YouTube channel member Karen agrees with you, Terrell. And so does Ashante, because she's like, hold up, he has nothing to say about this. It's a problem. Right. Shannon was uncomfortable. Or like Dominic said, she's over there clutching her pearls. Dominic looked like she was like, you know what, this is a little too childish for me. Let me get the hell out of here. Check, please. Like I said, I could pay for this myself. Check.
Yeah.
James says, oh my God, there we go in the name calling. He says Cardi did the Homer Simpson backed up in the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. I understand why you're using that term. Oh my God. And GC Chair does say, I would question if they would be in our relationship. Yes, because she seemed over the top for. Do you
For
now
no reason.
question why? I was about to say for no reason, but is there a reason?
She's trying to get her
Cardi?
15 minutes.
Okay. All right.
She's trying to get her 15 minutes. Cardi
You don't
wouldn't
think
make
it's
a
because she's still the side piece? Okay.
She's trying to get her 15 minutes.
Okay. I agree. Okay. That's a good point. Next up, Mr. Peach Upside Down Pineapples showed up. His ex was there as well, who he's known for 23 years,
Yeah.
Tara. Now, this would be a good ex, somebody who's known you this long, time's passed, you already dated, but this is a good one, right, to have, you think?
I think so. I mean, that's fair. I don't know how long ago they dated, but if she's been in his life this long, she knows him really well.
Yes.
So I think that's great. She didn't seem intimidated or anything. Like, she didn't seem like she had a motive for being on the show to sit there with Bello. So when Dom gets there, I mean, Dom comes in attractive as always. And then she asked her, well, what attracts you to Bello? And, Dom answered the question about when he walks into the room and all that. So he's my favorite person forever, which I'm like, okay, just say you really like Bello. Why are you dating the other guys? Which is, I know the show they got you, but I'm like, come on.
You're right. In order to not get voted off, she has to go see the other guys, and apparently she's very popular. She's playing the game well, and there are people who are mad that she's playing the game well. But if this is what they say, these are the rules. I'm not mad at her for playing the game well, and she likes to stake her claim. And correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. Anybody else saw this? Or the three fellas that are in here, tell me if you saw this, because Terrell and I talked about this literally right before we came on, and he and I saw two different things. When Dominic walked up and Bella went to greet her, it looked to me like she went for the kiss. That, hey, let me meet you in the foyer of the house and you come over for your oxtail kiss. I know I ain't making your oxtail now, but hey, you better greet me accordingly. And he kind of dipped to the side a little bit and then just gave it a hug out there in public. Now, we know what happened after the date, but still, in the beginning, did you see that he kind of dodged the kiss, or you said you saw something different?
Yeah, I thought I saw that they just had a little peck. Like, he didn't dodge it. He just kind of gave her a little, which I think is fair. You don't need to like tongue her down in the middle of the restaurant in front of your ex.
Come here, baby, dip. I saw it one way, you saw it another. We'll see what everybody else had to say about it. But I thought this kind of went well too, because something else that did pop up was this PDA, right? He's not a big fan of PDA, but Dominic is big on physical touch.
I don't agree with him not being a big fan of PDA, and here's why I say that. The date that he had with Dom, probably week 2 or 3, we had that single date with her. He seemed to show a little bit of affection.
Right.
And when he had the date with Ashley, and he's holding her hand because she was crying, all that, that's PDA. You know what I mean? So I think it just varies. I just think maybe he just doesn't want to, mug somebody down really hard in front of everybody. But I don't think he's against all PDA.
Nobody's, and I like the way Dominic kind of explained, like, hold up now, we ain't got to go get wild in front of everybody. Get wild tonight. We just gotta hold my hand, because if it's not somebody you really fit, and there's some people who just aren't into PDA, but when you find that person, it could be. Ashanti shows up. I do like her answer when Tara asked her. Ashante, I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't correct me. When Tara asked her why she hasn't spent more time with Bello, I do like the fact she's like, hold up, this is the process, and he got to jump in.
Right. And even Bello said that every time that he sees her, she's talking to somebody, and Tara's like, yeah, you're not the type that's going to walk up and interrupt, which respectful. So I totally get that. Yeah, I get it. I'll bring up something else about Ashante later, but I get where she's coming from.
And we'll get to that part, because there's a point when Dominic leaves, right? So of course Bello walks her out and he gives her the kiss then, right?
Yeah.
Which is not in front of the ex, not in front of a restaurant full of people. Which again brings me back to the very first question I had at the top of this. What did you see? Did you see him dodge the kiss? Because obviously he's not afraid to kiss her in public.
Right.
There are cameras there, but he's uncomfortable in front of a lot of other people, right?
Could just be in the restaurant, in front of all those folks, which again, I think that's fair. It was daytime. It wasn't like a club, a jazz club at 10 o'clock at night where you might see some people making out, and it's no big deal. So I get his point.
Club you going to?
Well, I don't have an issue with PDA, so just saying.
High Vibe says he dodged it. Sean says, yeah, I saw that because he isn't into PDA, so saw him dodge it too. GC Chair saw the polite peck in public. Jay Blake says, I saw that. He really didn't want to in front of others. Yeah, so I mean, and you kind of get to see that, right? It's like, it's interesting how we watch the same thing and still see something slightly different. Something said something that I thought was pretty interesting. He said, this date made me realize that Dom and Bello are simply physical. I don't think they have a deep intellectual connection like the one with Ashante, which is what I think you're about to get into on the conversation they had at the table after.
Well, let's just pause that for a second because they both align that they read the same book. I can't say that's on intellectual level.
Damn it, man.
I'm just saying, like, I read Green Eggs and Ham, and I'm sure a lot of other women here have read Green Eggs and Ham. It doesn't mean that because we've read the same book. I can't believe
that's where you're standing on this.
Because we both read the same book, we're on this. We have this intellectual connection. I don't know.
Okay, I actually thought that the thing that would have gotten you is when he said, "I've only met 3 people who have read this book: Ashante, the person who told me about it, and me."
He's met himself. I said, I met myself.
I saw that. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I heard that wrong. Nope, he said it, but let me make sure again. Yeah, no, he actually did say that. He met himself.
I mean,
and when I met me, I liked me too.
I met this really cool dude last night named Bello. He told me, and you won't believe. All I'm saying is just because they both coincidentally read the same book, it doesn't mean they have an intellectual connection because we haven't seen much of connection with them in general. And that was going to be my point, is to see Ashante and all these dates. I'm like, who has all this stuff with Ashante? I just hadn't seen it. But for Bello, I haven't seen a big thing with them. But for whatever reason, I think Tara got a vibe that Bello should take some time to get to know Ashante, that there could be something more there.
Yeah. It's so this book thing kind of piqued his interest. His reaction to it, as much as you don't like it and you're not impressed because of Green Eggs and Ham, Bello actually liked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like Tara liked it as well for the two of them.
Yeah, she did, because at first she felt Dom was the one, but then now that she had a little bit deeper conversation with Ashante, she thinks that this is a connection that Bello should explore more of, which I think is great. I can't say they have a intellectual connection right now, but I think the more he gets to know her, I think that's what he'll find out, if there's more there and it's something deeper than what he has with the physical attraction with Dom. Because I do think his connection with Dom is more physical, but we shall see.
Is it physical or just chemistry? Because they seem to have the sparks.
Okay, physical and chemistry. It's physical attraction. They have a connection. There's a spark there. Yeah. But is it a spark that would lead to a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship?
Maybe short-term, but fun.
Those are always great too. I mean, what's wrong with chemistry? Yeah, this is gonna be an awesome 3 months. I'm all in.
Darius, his ex is Ashley, and funny enough, the first person to show up on his date is Ashley. Ashley, meet Ashley. Yeah. Does he have a type?
Collects Ashley.
What do you think about this interaction? Because I thought it was interesting when Nicole showed up, how she seemed a little standoffish to ex Ashley, not
Yeah.
ready to love Ashley.
Yeah.
Differentiate between the two.
Yeah. I mean, Nicole comes in with her insecure energy,
Mhm.
right? Because they're asking, like, how long or how they know each other, and they used to have an on and off again. She goes, well, y'all on? Or how did she say it? Are y'all on now? Or is it off now? Will it be on again at some point?
Is that okay? Is that a bad question? Because it sounds like you're judging her for that, right? And I understand
Yeah.
why, because we've seen a lot of her, and
Yeah.
we've seen some of her insecurities here. But still, is that a bad question? Because she asked, "Hey, tell us about oh yeah, we're kind of on and off." Okay, well that means y'all are off now. Is there a chance y'all be back on again, ladies? Is that a bad question, or is it something that you would ask? Because at the end of the day, if people are on and off,
Yeah.
we know how that goes. 6'7", 6'7".
Well, I think that if they were just out and about at a pub or something like that, and then ex-girlfriend Ashley happens to walk up and they all start to engage in conversation about how you been, Darius, I haven't seen you so long, miss you, and maybe have some concerns.
Mhm.
But Tommy told them to find an ex.
Mhm.
And I'm sure this is not the only ex Darius has had. I'm sure he's had quite a few people he could have picked, right?
Okay.
To be honest. And so it's part of the show, but go into it with a level of confidence that's like, I'm not worried about this other person. And like, you and I have the same mindset. If you're gonna go to your ex, you're gonna go to your ex. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna question it. If you're gonna leave, you're gonna leave. I can't control that.
Okay. This everybody knows somebody's coming with an ex, right? So this is not. It's not like, oh, you meet somebody out. To your point, I don't think I think this is a valid time to ask this, because regardless, there are people who are bold and will put the 3-4 people they're seeing in the same room on purpose just to see
Yeah.
what happens.
It's in college. Yes. We did that in college. It's totally different.
I think, as we've noticed on some of these shows, it doesn't change. The mentality doesn't change. By the way, the women are saying that it was a valid question. GC Chair, to be fair, all women would be questioning that. Nikki B, valid question. L said, good question. Will he cheat with you? D Michelle, great question. Now, on the other end, Nishirjin, no, I just tore that all up. I know, I apologize. Said I wouldn't ask that because you wouldn't get the truth anyway. Now that's the truth thing. Your girl Cheryl says, good question. And MWA just wants to point it all out. I hate you for that 6'7", Yanni. I'm sorry.
Good. Yeah.
Now here's a question that you could probably answer too, Terrell, because something to be says, why was Nicole on that date? She and Darius have nothing in common, and her insecurities prove that further. Agreed?
Oh, agreed. Because she said when they asked her, what'd you first think of Darius when you saw him? She goes, he's not gonna be into me.
Yeah. Yes.
He's not gonna like me. Like, that's the first thing that she thought. And I
Right.
think Darius is that kind of guy. And even Ashley's trying to tell her, like, Darius likes a confident woman. He likes someone that he can, bring around and be out and about. She's gonna be all worried about every girl that's trying to talk to Darius, and that's not gonna work.
Okay, but to be fair, he likes an extraordinary woman.
Yeah, out of all of them, Nicole is the most extraordinary. Of us. I get it. But we know that's not what he meant. That's not what he wants.
What's interesting is that Ashley's leaving a little early, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Darius walks out, and they give us the flashback to the chinchilla conversation. And he breaks out this gift of a French poodle. My bad. Fox. Damn sure looked like a French poodle.
It did.
It
did.
It's like, Peter's going to be on his ass.
Yeah.
And Ashley finally gets her kiss. Because remember, she tried to get it with the pinky promise.
Right. She did. This whole thing with the Fox thing. First of all, I don't know much about fox furs and all that
You're
stuff.
just not into fur, period.
I'm not a fur person, but I'm not knowledgeable. But what I am skeptical of is he just pulls this thing out of a bag. Like, he got it at the swap meet, at a truck, took it from someone else's house and just threw it in a bag. Like, it just didn't seem like he bought it. Like, I would think the presentation of how you're going to give that to somebody, it's going to be packaged maybe, and they get to open it or something. It's just pulling the bag. Hey, here. I just figure like the presentation has to be, but it's like a ring. If you're going to propose, you hand someone a ring. What do the women want to know? Where's the box? I want to see the box. Oh, there's no box.
You got it. I got something for that later. Oh my God. Your girl show says Ashley's Kiki Palmer's double. I thought he pulled a dog out. Thought Darius pulled a dog out. Tasha doesn't says Darius done killed somebody's poodle. Yeah, I can see. Apparently, we don't have a lot of fur-wearing folks in the live crew today. Because High Vibe says that was the most crude gift. She's wearing a pet. See, you gotta understand the fashion, man. I don't wear it. I can't pull it off. However, I understand because I was only in Detroit for a short period of time, but I saw it, and I get it.
Well, maybe he killed the fox himself.
No, he did not.
That's why it's not in a bag. Like
Stop it.
He has all the other stuff. Maybe he did it himself. Okay, if that's the case,
oh, Jesus.
Okay, that would make sense to me. But I just find it's you just pull that out of a bag and hand it to somebody. To me, that just seemed very tacky, and it just gives fake. Something about that whole thing is fake to me.
Sean, you're in Dallas. You wouldn't know about furs. With the head on, it was wild to me. They talked about it. He even told her, "I'm gonna get you on with the head, the feet, everything." That joker gonna walk up on your shoulders and
yeah. And I know exactly who has one. I'm gonna go get it from that house.
Nikki V, somebody's Pomeranian is missing. Y'all are nuts in this chat, man. Oh my God. Oh, y'all are nuts. The thing that I think here's the thing. Oh shit. Lucy V, the rare albino fox.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are just saying that's at Macy's. You can get that today.
But you say he went fox hunting in Macy's? Stop it. Here's the thing that I think everybody's missing is y'all are stuck on the gift, right? And not on what was said about the gift. Here, tell me I'm not the only person who saw this, right? But Ashley says, and the fact that he gave me this fur in front of his ex meant so much. Correct me if I'm wrong. They went around the corner, over the river, through the woods, and then he gave her the fur, not in front of the ex.
Maybe it's because he walked in and had the package in there in front of the ex, but didn't show what it was. But no, he didn't give it to her in front.
Remember that fur I gave you? I need that back.
Yeah. Since we're not together, we're just friends. Can you do me a solid? Bring that fur with you. I'm gonna put a bag down under the table. I need you to just slip it into the bag. Put a little baby powder on it too. Make it smell fresh.
Oh my God, y'all are nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. Oh. The most nervous person for this whole meet the ex thing was Vince, right? Mm-hmm. And we find out why. Him and his ex, Ebony, even in the beginning, it looked awkward when he gave her a hug. I'm only going to give you the 3 second because, usually I give the 5 second. See, I told you, 5 seconds, not 3.
Yeah.
This just seemed like it was about to be weird, but he's invited Donna, Nicole, and, of course, Ashante.
Ashante. I think the producers are like, Ashante, what are you doing next week? We got you booked up, girl.
But you realize a lot of these dates that she's been on, she didn't because the only person we really seen to have connection with at first was Steven, right? And I think a lot of these, they're all like, oh, I haven't had time to spend with her. I haven't had the chance to spend a lot of time with her.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this was. Because it doesn't only have to be the people that you have your strongest connection with. Let me see they're seeing something that I don't see, and maybe I need to spend more time with, right?
Sure, fair.
I do like what Donna was doing in this, though, because Donna says she wants to see Vince in his most uncomfortable moment. Mission accomplished?
Well, yeah, because Donna said the ladies have concerns about Vince being aggressive and liking, debating a whole lot. And so when Donna asked Ebony why their relationship ended, Ebony said, well, because Vince likes to debate. Comes off as argumentative. And then they go into a debate about debating. I mean, it was just, they're just sitting there. Donna and Nicole are just, or Shantae, just kind of looking at each other like, what is going on here?
And I like how Donna's like, even though I thought this was misguided, because she put it on Ebony like, oh, she could have just ended this. No. That's on Vince. He jumped in and started this whole thing over.
Well, her point was like, when you're dealing with someone like that, you just stop talking.
Right.
And that it just ends because they want you to keep going back and forth. If you stop,
Right.
well, then they have nothing else to go off of.
And I hate to jump forward to the end of this real quick, but were you surprised to hear Donna say Ebony made her want Vince more?
I don't know what did, because I would have thought the argumentative debating thing, to me, I thought that would be a turnoff because Vince has done that to multiple people. And so, and if his ex is saying, hey, everything about him is great except this. Now, maybe Donna has the patience of concrete and it just doesn't bother her and she can kind of work through that. But man, that'd be a lot.
She has studied a lot, so she reads a lot, so she has patience. And if that's the only thing, she's like, oh, I can deal with that. That's fine.
Great. Yeah, if she can handle that, that's awesome.
With the Shantae, it was interesting to find out how much she goes out and Vince is a homebody. And to me, here's the thing I didn't like about this. It sounded to me, and the way Ebony made it sound is like, yeah, Vince needs a caretaker for them kids. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
No, that's what it sounded like. That he wants someone that's going to be at home cooking, a traditional partner. She thinks that's what Vince is looking for, which is not Ashanti. Ashanti likes to be out in the streets. Not in the streets in a negative way, Ashanti, if you listen. I'm just saying you like to go out and do stuff, where Vince is more of a, hey, I've been there, done that. I don't go out that often.
That being the case, then you find someone in your age range that's already been there and done that too, and is not still out in the streets. Because if they that age and still out in the streets like that, then you don't want them anyway. And you're up in your 40s acting like you're 20, that ain't gonna work for you. It's time to just keep on rolling. Might find the next one.
Be the old man in the club.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be that one. Anything else that surprised you about this date or stood out to you?
This date, Nicole was pretty quiet.
Very.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a whole lot on that one, but Ebony, pretty much told Vince that she just didn't feel any connection with Nicole, and I agree.
I was actually wondering if we would get to see her, and Lauren did show up, and we'll get to her date and which ex she met after a trip to the kitchen.
So I want to shout out a brand we genuinely love, Cellar and Spice. You've heard me talk about it. If you're someone who enjoys cooking, hosting, or appreciates beautiful kitchens and wine accessories, this is a spot you need to know about. Cellar and Spice is a Black-owned business offering thoughtfully curated cookware, kitchen essentials, and wine accessories that make everyday moments and special gatherings feel elevated. Whether you're upgrading your home kitchen, looking for the perfect host gift, or getting ready for the holidays, they've got something for you. We love supporting brands that combine quality, style, and purpose, and Cellar and Spice does exactly that. Check them out online and support the Black-owned business that's bringing flavor, function, and flair into homes everywhere. Head to cellarandspice.com and see what they have waiting for you.
Just for you. What they got for you, man?
A new cook set.
Nice.
I already got a knife and I got a espresso machine. And so now I'm looking at my pots since I'm going to be moving to the Dallas area. I don't want to bring these old pots. I want to upgrade. Get some better pots and skillets.
Now, let me ask you a real question. How often have you used those pots? And I get the feel, because nothing better than a new set of pots, because, hey, you cook a whole lot more when you get... I'll wear an old frying pan out. But when you get a new one, you're like, you know what? It's like a new car. You treat it a little better.
No, I think I would probably cook more because I'd have a variety
Okay.
of pots and different sizes. Because right now it's like I use the same ones, and as a bachelor, as soon as I'm done with it, I got to wash them, put them right back in the cabinet because I'm gonna need these tomorrow. So at least I'd have some variety, so and better quality. Because a lot of what I have is old school. Like these are pots my mom had that I took when I've had these for maybe 20 years.
That tells you how much he hasn't been cooking over the last 20 years. That's why I put that out.
Yeah.
By the way, two things popped up here real quick. Elson says, "Did you yell sharp with the knife?"
No, because no one else is here. It's just me.
You can do it. Just don't talk back. You'll be fine. And Karen says, "You're moving to Dallas, Terrell," which we're gonna cover because there's a story to go through with that too, right?
Yep. There'll be a story time for that one. But yes, I'm moving to the Dallas area.
Yep. Stories of emotions. Oh, so cute, Terrell, to have your mom's pots.
She has a whole bunch of them. She's a hoarder.
My mom
So she
I'm not even I ain't gonna say my mom's a hoarder now, but she didn't have a like the cookware and all that stuff. Yeah, she likes that stuff. So we all, between my siblings and I, we all took different things. So and by the way, Ashante wants you to know I don't care. I like y'all. Keep it up. Oh, we weren't gonna
Thank
stop,
you,
but we appreciate that. By the way, we gotta hit you up because we gotta get you on here too. For one of these random conversations. Look, the next date, which perfect timing, Ashanti. Because Steven, we get to see him back again. His ex Amber's there, and who he's got coming along on this date is Donna, Ashante, and Lauren. Which, were you as surprised as I was to hear that Steven and Lauren had a strong connection? Did I miss this?
I was. I don't recall seeing them before, and maybe they have. Maybe it was just a blip, but I didn't see anything big. But I was quite surprised. But I'm still glad to see her. I'm glad to see her on.
Yeah. No, indeed. You know, Belinda says, "Glad y'all pronouncing Ashante's name right." Yeah, we know we've been done it wrong before. We figured that out in this episode. And especially as we get to this part, because here's the thing I noticed. I thought she came off this episode like she really didn't care. And especially on this date, like, yeah, I could care about being here. Am I wrong? Am I seeing this wrong?
Talking about Ashante?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't seem all that interested in Steven. Again, I think the producer's like, hey, next week, we need you to go out with this. We're going to hook you up with 4 dinner dates. You ain't got to cook all week next week. We got you covered. Yeah, she didn't seem all that interested. I mean, she didn't seem not interested, but and again, I think this could be some of that homie vibe that she might give off. She just doesn't. I haven't seen her like show that she's really interested in any one particular guy.
I thought she was interested in Steven. I thought they would be a good couple. We said this.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, from my standpoint, I don't know. And I think the day-to-day lifestyle conversation, you know, that Amber asked them. So, you know, Donna's in the coffee shop studying all the time, which we already knew that. Ashante said checking out restaurants, and if Steven wants to come, he can come. If not,
I'll bring you a doggy bag.
Exactly. Like, I'll bring you some leftovers, get you a to-go box if you want. I thought that was just a funny thing to say. And then Lauren said that she's always out and about all day for work. So she likes that he seems like the opposite of her, or maybe a bit more of a homebody. And so just from that conversation alone, I felt like Steven and Lauren might be a better match, better balance for each other.
Okay. And he almost felt like he's seen a different side of her than everybody else, right? But here's the thing that's interesting to me. And maybe I'm reading too much into this. But Donna said something, and I know the producers and the editing and how it goes and everything else, but when she said that she and Steven bonded over not having kids and they talked about starting fresh, is it me or was she kind of throwing a little bit of shade over there?
No. I don't think she was throwing, because what Ashante, well, yeah, I think they have kids, right? Shantae and Lauren, or
And
no?
Lauren, yeah.
Okay. I don't think she was throwing shade. It's just they bonded on that. I mean, if you're on the show and you got 10 guys and 10 ladies and you start to talk to figure out who has kids, who doesn't, you might bond over the fact that, hey, we both don't have any. But I don't think there was any shade around that. I think the shady part is that Lauren is like, we've been talking for 3 months. Where's my key? I'm calling the U-Haul. We're moving in tomorrow.
That was Donna who said it, because she said she's ready to move in within 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, Donna. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Donna wants to move in real quick. Which
okay, red flag, or red flag. I guess there's no orange, there's no yellow in this one. Somebody wants to move in within 3 months or 6 months. Red flag or not?
It's hard for me to say red flag, because if I just look at myself, huge red flag for me, because I've said to people, I don't want to live with you. Like, if I get married tomorrow, I got my house, you got your house. 4 nights a week we hang out, and that's good. But we can still have separate things. Now, if I was like in my 20s, and you're not so set in your ways, it's probably easy to let somebody move in 3 months in. But I'm 51, man. It's like, no, we don't need to move in that quick. So it could be a bit of a red flag, but I think Donna's just in a place that she knows what she wants. She's ready to make that move and get into a relationship, and that be something that's long-term to permanent. I totally get that, but that would totally freak me out.
Okay. And yeah, I think that kind of, she said that too. I'm at that space in my life where this is what I want, which your girl shows you off the chain. Says Donna's homeless. She's in a coffee shop all day waiting for whomever to get home so she can couch surf. Stop it. Why are we doing this? What is wrong with you?
That's not true. That's not true at all.
However, I did ask the question, was it shady? Was it me? Did I just see things here? Lauren says no, it was shady AF. Shea Butter Mama says that was shade. Ashante says shade. And Kira says I felt that way too.
I don't think it was shade.
I didn't expect you to. I know you have rose-colored glasses on when it comes to Donna, so I know that.
I have a couple favorites of people that, if you can tell, I have a type. A couple favorites that I have on here.
It starts with woman. By the way, a couple of things that Lauren said here. Said Steven and I had a date on the own website on the extra clips, and they cut a couple of my scenes. So and we know a lot gets left on the cutting room floor too. So I'm assuming that, because it's just surprising that all of a sudden out of the blue, and this is where the editing, I think they mess up on a lot of the editing, because all of a sudden, oh, we have a connection. How? Right? And the rest of us are left wondering what the hell happened and what did we miss? And we start rewinding and rewatching stuff we didn't need to.
Yeah. Oh, and let me plug this in. Hey, Lauren, check y'all's your IG message for your podcast group. I sent you a message. Just get back to us.
Oh, I see. I didn't send her a message. I was about to start some stuff. What kind of message did you send?
I didn't send her a message. It was like, hey, I watched some of your podcasts. We'd love to have you on.
I'm about to make you feel like Vince in a second.
Yeah.
But, I need another drink. Okay. Last date to meet the exes. Were you as surprised as I was to see Devon's ex? That short. I would not have expected his ex to be who she was. And that's no shade on Devon. I'm just saying. I was a little shocked.
Okay, I thought about this because, yeah, she's gorgeous, right? If you remember the very first mixer, Devon came in looking like a person that worked at a school. Like, he didn't have that flair, anything. And ever since that mixer, the dude has been fly everywhere he's gone. His dress.
He said, y'all ain't gonna keep talking about me, guys.
Exactly. Yeah, because of that, like, I'm not surprised that she looks that good, because I'm like, okay, I think Devon has some game.
Yeah. But see, I wasn't the only one. MWA, I was shocked. All shade to Devon. Damn. L said Devon plus a baddie does not compute. I was okay. I didn't mean y'all to pile up on the brother now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
I'm giving him some props. I'm like, good for you, man.
Oh shit. Something to be. Devon got one of his interns to stand in.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, here's the thing that's interesting because, and you tell me, smooth move or bad move, right? Because Nicole shows up first and Devon gives her a gift and she's so happy for that gift until, of course, you know, Shannon shows up, she gets one. Dominic shows up, she gets one. She's like, wait a minute, everybody gets a gift? Yes.
Yeah, you can't Oprah a date. You just can't be Oprah and just give everybody a gift because nobody feels special. I think it was a bad move to do that. If you're gonna go on a date with 3 people, don't bring a gift. Just go on the date and enjoy that. But you're not gonna. No one's gonna feel special because you did that. So to me, it's just bad.
Wrong.
What'd she say?
Devon buys lots of gifts. Not shocked. Remember, he's the one that gave up the money.
Well, he only gave up half. He said, I'll put something on your massage. Here's 180.
Oh my God. Ashante says, hey, this is Detroit. Bring gifts. Or go get lamb chops.
Oh, I'm gonna stay here in Texas. We don't do that.
Renee, stop it. You're so wrong. Stop it. MWA says, I feel like he's a love bomber. Now, here's the interesting part. And you're absolutely right, your girl, Cheryl. He did send roses to Dom's job, which made Nicole feel even worse. Right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. And this is why Elle said thank you. He didn't do the Darius and go around the corner and hand her a gift. Somebody else's poodle, right? No, what he did was he gave everybody a gift right there in front of everybody. Here, I got you a gift. I got you a gift. Now, if he gave them all the same gift, bad move.
Right.
However, if he gave them all a gift specifically catered to each of them, player.
No.
Good move.
No.
Why?
If you have a kid that's playing ball and at the end of the season, everybody gets a ribbon.
That's different.
No, it's the same. Everybody that came to the date got a gift.
Participation trophy.
He probably even gave Kayla a little something. Hey, Kayla, thanks for coming out. Speaking on my behalf, I got you a little something, something. And then as other ladies show up, they all each get a, hey, thanks for showing up.
You can't do something nice.
You get a parting gift. No, I'm just saying. I think it's. I don't like it. I don't like the move. Maybe it's a Detroit, maybe it's a Michigan thing that I don't know about. But I just don't like the move.
D. Michelle says quite classy, actually. Yes, exactly.
It's not classy if everybody gets. I wouldn't like that if I was going on a meet the ex date and it's me and 2 other dudes, and she gets us all 3 different colognes because she wants me to smell like this scent, wants him to smell like that scent. I'm not gonna be happy about that. I'd rather you not got me anything at all, but don't get me a gift because you got these other 2 Negroes a gift.
You've been in a number of weddings. As a groomsman, the best man, haven't you gotten a gift and all the groomsmen got a gift too? Did you give those back?
It's not the same. It's not a dating situation.
Consolation prize.
It's a consolation prize for. No, I'm getting a gift because I'm having to pay for my airfare to get there. I'm having to pay for my tux and all that. So those little silver cufflinks that you gave me, awesome. Doesn't make up for the ticket or the tux, but at least I got some silver cufflinks.
Oh my! By the way, William Spinch says I like Devon now. He's the only one without a painted hairline.
Oh shit!
I'll never forgive y'all for making that shit normal. I'm just going to say that right now. If y'all stop going on dates with these guys with these spray painted hairlines, it will go away tomorrow. I promise you that.
Yeah. Well, what about guys and girls with lace fronts? If we stop hating them, maybe that'll go away too.
Well, I did. That's why I got married. No wigs allowed in this house. Shea Butter Mama says, yeah, I like Devon. A for effort. Thank you. At least there's that. And by the way, both Lauren and Ashante want us to know that there were a lot of gifts that were given. And like Lauren says, seriously, y'all didn't see all the gifts.
So like all the guys gave gifts on all the dates. We just didn't see it.
Now the question is how? In front of everybody or around the corner like Darius?
And again, it's a Michigan thing. Now I want to know what was in the gift.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Something you got to CVS and do it in a gift bag, or did you actually go get a really nice gift? I'm curious now.
See, there we go. That's write that question now. Next up, we got the men's deliberation. I don't think there was a lot revealed here, or did I just miss it? Because I felt they were reiterating everything we saw when they sat with the exes after the dates left.
Yeah, they were, and I kind of like how they did it because they're each of them said what their ex thought of the ladies, right? And so Bella said Tara loved Dom, and she's by far his strongest connection, but she wants him to get to know Ashante. And then Devin said that Kayla thinks Shannon is the best match for him, which I do too. But Dom is one of his strongest connections. I think he's just very attracted to Dom. It's like that's his Mount Everest. He just wants to get to the top, but I don't think that's the right connection.
We said this, wasn't it after the go-kart race? Hey, him and Shannon have this connection.
Yeah.
We see this. They're match made if they just don't, chase the people that they're not gonna get.
Yeah.
and actually go for each other.
They have an intellectual connection. That's more than just having the same book. They have an intellectual connection. I think we've seen that. So there's that. Vince said that Ebony thought he and Donna have a stronger connection, which I agreed. And then Cardi said they like Dom the most because they are both straight to the point. And Darius says Ashley thinks Ashley is the one. Surprise. And Steven's ex liked Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, when it came to who they didn't like, it was almost unanimous on this one, huh?
Pretty much, it was Ashante and Nicole the whole way through, and a lot of the similar. Well, I can't say similar feedback. So you had Vince that felt that Ashante, goes out more than he does, which I totally can see that. Cardi said Ashante because she called him her dog, and I like how Tommy said, "Well, what do you think, about it?"
Yeah,
and Cardi's I vibe with Ashley, but she wasn't the best version of herself. You can't put that on Ashante. You put that on Day. Day was the problem on that date, not Ashante.
Yes. Yeah, no, and we said that from the get-go. She was definitely the problem. The problem there, right? Now, you get to the elimination dates, and Ashante's just when they start going through the names, you already know it's going to be Ashante, it's going to be Nicole. Who are they going to go on the dates with? Well, we see Ashante, we see Bello, and Bello shows up with the clean head, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed something, and it's funny because we watched this twice, right? First time, then go back take notes. I read it the second time. He was really super attentive on this date, and it made sense when you think about it, right?
Yeah, because every time we talk about these elimination dates, I'm looking at all the detail of what happens from the time the person shows up. That lets me know who's going to get voted off the island most of the time. And the fact that Bella was just so attentive and ordering food, I'm like, yeah, she's gonna make it. Because you don't order food and sit through a meal and be like, hey, so the men talked.
It's happened before though.
We feel, after food, like after drinks, yes. Well, why would you have a whole meal and then say, hey, yeah, so you're not
What
ready
season
to
was that? They had food and then, hey, you gonna finish that? Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and maybe I'll eat yours too.
I remember that one.
That was last season, wasn't it? So don't be fooled. They'll throw a curveball at you now. The Will Packer will throw a curveball at you real quick.
Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting the way that he dealt with Ashante on this date. It almost felt like, okay, let me show you this side of me, show you my interest in you, how you could be treated, since I'm going to try and pursue you, because he didn't send her home, right?
Right. He didn't. He was trying to show her, hey, this kind of dude he is when it comes to courting and all that, which I think is nice. But even still, when he pulled her closer to him, to me, she was still sitting there like, this is homie vibes. Like they're just friends. She didn't feel like, it didn't look like she leaned into it. She just was sitting there just like, yeah, cool. That's what's up. That's about it.
Okay. This is weird. This is your girl show says Bello was very attentive on that date. Great comment, right? Tasha in the desert followed up with another good one. Bello looks so good bald. Now I gotta leave it up to the live crew, man. MWA took a shower and forgot the shower cap. Stop it. Y'all leave that man alone. What is wrong with you? Or as Ashante put it from the attentive side, let me show you this side since Dom not around. Because one thing we know, if Dom is around, she's going to get all of Bello's attention, which is very, very true, very true. By the way, as we talked about the painted hairlines and everything before, and you brought up the whole thing about the lace front, Ashante wanted to point out, some of the ladies didn't lace, but Detroit is the lace capital, so you'd never know. Now, Terrell wouldn't know, but I've taught him, so now he does know. I know, because I was taught that early on, how to identify those.
So on my dating apps, I just need to make sure I block Michigan.
Look, well, first things first, look for the baby hair.
If that's the lace capital, okay, just make sure I'm open to anybody in any state except this city. Detroit, Lansing, any of those, driving distance, no.
Look, anybody got 5 waves of baby hair going down? William Spence said also, add Atlanta to the block list. Yep, you better add Atlanta there too.
Yeah, there you go. Pool is getting smart. Hey, Frat, let me know what it's like in Dallas. Like, what do you see in Dallas? So I need to be prepared.
Baby hair. Elson says add Cleveland. Hey, you might have as well just add every state, every city in every big city in every state.
Goodness.
Or maybe not every state. You might be fine in Iowa.
Because the 3 black girls in Iowa don't have lace fronts.
But look, now, am I wrong? Am I wrong? And Ashante saying the men wore more lace than us. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not denying they did, but I don't check for men's lace. I don't care. When Tommy had his on, and people try to give him a hard time, like, let that brother live, right? Vince took Nicole out, and we saw Nicole go on a date with Ed to send him home last week.
Mm-hmm.
We knew what was going to happen the minute Ed showed up and Nicole just started crying. Hell,
right.
Ed knew, right?
Right.
Nicole gets there. Vince is nervous as hell. She knew what was happening.
Yeah.
We knew what was happening.
100%. So it's not like she had this really strong connection to Vince. They had that one kind of yoga date, where, bonded a bit, but I don't think it was strong enough for her to feel like going into this date that she was going to make it. And the fact that Vince ordered drinks and she's like, what kind of wine did you get? Like, I don't know. Just going to drink it.
Wet.
Yeah. I just got a drink. So look at here. Me and Tommy and the guys were talking.
Let's get straight to the point. I ain't got time for this. Before I finish this glass of wine.
I'm meeting Donna later, so let's wrap this up.
Okay. When he brought up the fact of, not wanting to see guys that she's interested in with other people, she's like, I can't see anything else anytime outside of this process where I'm fine with seeing the guy I'm interested in or talking to other women. Mm-hmm. Is she wrong for that?
Yes, you're on a dating show where you're supposed to date other people. That's the purpose of it. So you can't have that mindset, ooh, I like this person, but he better not talk to anyone else. That's just not how the show works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your girl Cheryl says Vince was the correct person to do this elimination because he don't give a damn. He seemed nervous as hell, like he was afraid to do it, like she was going to snap his neck.
I don't know,
because that's what I saw.
No, I mean, maybe he's not great with confrontation, but which is why I think he wanted her to get a drink and just go straight into it, rip the Band-Aid, and give the spiel.
Something to be said, she thinks Devon should have handled the Nicole exit because Vince has no emotional awareness of women. You think Devon would have done better?
Well, now he had to buy another gift. So
And he'd have to answer the question. So you sent Dom roses. How come I ain't never get no damn roses?
here's a parting gift. So me and Tommy and the guys were talking.
So Nicole is headed home, or as some people are saying, she's gonna go and say, Ed, I'm home. Y'all are nuts, man. I swear. But this is why we keep doing this, because you guys make it fun. By the way, before we get out of here, there are a couple of things I just wanted to put out. Because Dear Michelle says earlier, I do love me some Dom. She's well off, apparently, but still down to earth. You agree?
I don't know if she's well off or not, but she does seem down to earth.
Yeah. And it's one of those things. I've seen people complain about the way she's playing the game. Oh, she's not interested in these guys. She's just playing the game. That's the rules they set up for this show, which we criticized from the very beginning about the way this show is set up, that even if you're interested in one person, you still got to go talk to everybody else and make sure they don't vote your ass off. You got to play the game. So I'm not mad at her at all. She's doing what she's supposed to do in that one, right?
Agreed.
William Spinch said this earlier, said, not in the PDA, but Raw Dog on the first date, talking about Bello. Remember the baby.
We don't know. Could have been the condom could have broke.
Yeah, he could have ended up with a Burger King at the end.
Burger King.
You never had a Burger King before?
I don't know what that is.
When it breaks, it just ends up on the bottom like a crown. You never heard that?
No, I've never heard that. Oh shit! No, I've never heard that. I'm saying we don't know what happened. It could, like I said, condom could have broke. Who knows? We don't want to make an assumption.
So then, I messed your name up before, I'm sure. Didn't correct me yet, or if you did, I missed it in chat. But Nee, I'm just going to leave it there, says, Terrell, what do you exactly like about Donna?
I think Donna is intellectually, I think she's great. A lot of positivity she brings with that. I think she's very attractive. That's about it so far. I mean, she seems chill, down to earth. Now, again, I couldn't date her because she's way too young for me. But I think she's out of like I said, I have two that I find very attractive people on this show. Compared to many of the other shows, I think these two are the best ones I've seen. On any rated love we've done, these two are the best ones.
Elson says Donna has no braids and is smart. That's all for Terrell.
Okay.
And for those of you new to the show, Terrell has this extremely long list of non-negotiables.
Short list.
And it begins with braids.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, we appreciate you guys, man. Do us a favor, please hit that like button if you're not subscribed. Please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm just Terrell.
Make sure you follow us at Yanni Rude, at Just Terrell, and at the RGRT Pod.
Yeah, send us some of your random thoughts or some of the bullshit on the internet. We may talk about it on the show.
It's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts Podcast. Cheers.
Cheers.